Hello, is this working? Yeah, okay, the culprit redeem is working. Hello everyone. Hello Sim3. Hello Faint Soul. Hello Locke. Hello Hike. Hello Cultist. How are you all doing today? I'm doing pretty okay. I do apologize for the slightly later starting time. I had stuff to settle before I could come back. But yeah, I hope everyone had a good week. A good weekend. Today is Monday, right? Yeah. You have a day off. That's great. So you're gonna be spending your day relaxing and stuff. You worked out how to get a new redeem to work. Oh, that's awesome luck. Why does the redeem require a lot of images? And you have the whole week of that's wow, I'm envious. Cultists, are you doing okay? Is it getting any better? Does it still hurt when you stand up and stuff? I'm assuming you can stand up. Do correct me if I'm wrong. Although I hope it's not as bad as that. So you can't stand at all. Oh dear. It will change the color of the group. Oh, but why not instead of making a picture for each color? No, am I a human? You declare me 57. I think I'm only 50. Don't know why it's leaving out the apostrophe, but you can just add it in on your own. Yeah, but how are you doing, Maya and Claw? Ah yes, correct STTS. But Locke, wouldn't it be easier to make a filter over the blob to change the color whenever a random color is required? Instead of making a picture for each color. Think it would save a lot of effort. Not entirely sure how to do it, but that's just a general idea. You want the picture of each color so you can do much of it later. Well, I mean, those are feasible goals. You know what you could like? Make like a beanbag of yourself. And have a face just like that. And because it's a beanbag, it can like change shapes like a blob. Oh, it wouldn't be great. Yeah, but plushies can't change shapes. A beanbag could. Or, you could put, beans into a plushie kind of covering. I like the best of both worlds. You need like 300 pre-orders before you can get it made. Why not buy a beanbag launcher? And those 300p pre-orders could just be like ammo. And you can launch those beanbags into unsuspecting victims. And call it physical marketing. Does Fourth Wall even sell beanbags though? Not too familiar with Fourth Wall. But if they do, that's an idea right there. Oh, I'm sure you could probably get a customized one on Etsy or something that does customizable beanbags. And then not only will the arm amount be low, you can totally make it the way you want. Unless you actually go ahead with the 300 pre-order and beanbag ammo thing. I think that would be cool. Can name it the lock launcher. Or can even maybe you might go one step further and make like a mini trebuchet. And put the bean bag into the bucket, and then you can launch it. About that would be a true lock launcher. Gosh, I need concept art of that. That would be hilarious. Just imagine that lock emoji getting launched out like a trebuchet or catapult with that smiling face. Trebuchets may make a comeback in combat. Wait, why? Like in modern combat. Thank you, cultist. A rocket launcher. Yeah, I suppose you could call it that. Kind of rhymes as well. But yeah, what did everyone do over the weekend? Did I do anything cool? Kind of what mute? It kind of depends on what you define as cool, right? But I think overall my weekend went pretty okay. Yeah, no break dancing allowed. Kinda because, you need to break something. Since you've already broken something, it's probably gonna be called broken dancing. Took go break a leg too literally. Well, Cultus was putting his all into it. military supply becoming a lot harder for a lot of countries that has been serious. Talk about using trebuchets for launching stuff. What exactly is the effective range of trebuchets? Like it needs to be quite a number of miles, right? To be anywhere effective. It's more of a break than a dance. It's kind of like a dance that you can only break into once. Once or twice at a time. Can't believe you cultists making jokes at your own predicament. And here I am leaning to it as well. I feel so guilty. Well, I guess if you're okay with it, that's fine. Medieval ones could sling up to 300 meters more than ones can do about 1,000. Wow, that's quite a big increase, isn't it? I mean, you don't have to hear me feeling guilty, you can just read what the subtitles are saying. I mean, I do feel a little guilty right now calling out the picture of the fan art picture. A super cheap motor. I know, right? And here I was feeling guilty. You're just twerking along with it. What is bullying cultist? Okay, I get it. Gosh, that took a while. No, you don't suck at it. I mean, if it were me, I would probably draw at the same level or even less. No moo. Moo moo. Seems like the subtitles don't want to play along. That's too bad. We're gonna be stuck, with a bit of a, impasse. With one party mooing and the other party refusing to. That's just the way it's going to be. But yeah. Okay. A bovine standoff. In a manner of speaking, I guess. That's why I did say it was like, ideas for Halloween cultists. I could totally redo Black Harrow. Of course, that version that Faint Soul posted is not gonna make its way onto Twitch. But you know, as for the photo book, you never know. Kind of realize that. Yeah, you would get really nice photo book pictures. Okay, Sim 3, enjoy your food. Yeah, I kind of realized. That after playing Azure Lane so much. My what do you call it? My standards for what is NSFW are really, really low. Not gonna define them to be safe, but yeah. I ran out the money and now I'm going to accept your bribes. When have you ever started offering bribes? Not exactly. Oh, so that's the politically correct term now? You know, most of the time people, donate clothing. Not donate to take away clothing. I don't know how that works.
Moo. Moo moo. Moo. Moo moo moo.
Is that a new form of Morse code? As in, I consider everything NSFW, or you're really going to have a hard time to make me think something is NSFW. Probably not either of the extreme, but maybe something somewhere in the middle. To move or not to move, that is the question. What is the answer? Okay, so anyway. Today we're going to be continuing on our Obra Dinn playthrough. The goal is to complete it and get all the survivors that the crew identified. Or not just the side vivas, all of them who died as well. But yeah, I don't know how many we'll get to solve today, but we're gonna do our best. I realize the just chatting portion is kind of short today, but I did start a lot later. And I do want to complete this game. Gamer, sleep well. Sweet dreams. Thank you for dropping by. Okay, you take care of yourself. Okay, give me a moment to change the categories a bit. Then we can start. Okay, I think the category should have changed. Hello YouTube Premium sub. Thank you so much for following. Hope you're doing well. Wait, how do you get pizza when you're sleeping? Is a dream pizza? Do you dream of pizza? Hello, Steve. How are you doing today? Okay, let's swap over to the game. You always dream of pizza. I suppose that's your, favorite food then. Usual tired and working. I see. Hope you're having a good day at work though. Hope they allow you to take breaks as well. Yes, yes. Okay, shall we begin? They do give you a few breaks, that's good to hear. I mean, you do need to take breaks to keep your productivity up. Yeah. Okay, hold on. I need to change the music. It's not showing up, is it? This game has some audio issues. Hold on. For some reason if I started before the stream does the sound from the game doesn't transfer over. And I have to restart it. Which is very strange. But yeah, okay, here we are. I'm not sure who's left, but what kind of like do them one by one. I mean, a good number of them have already been identified. It's just all the seamen and top men who are like just there. Wait, what did I say? It's something I say. Something wrong? What stuff? Okay, so basically most of the people who just disappeared after the doom are other ones I haven't identified yet. Translator just always emphasizes a certain number, a certain naval job. I see. So what's long and hard and holds lots of semen? I'll give you a moment. You want the answer. Yeah, okay, Locke. Got it. I think you must have heard that before, right? Because unless it was really obvious, you wouldn't have gotten it on the first try. Hello, Violet. How are you doing today?
Captain! Open the door! Kick it in. Ah! Lest we break it down and take more than those shells! You bastards maintain!
Hello, Violet. How you doing today? Post-apocalyptic nuts. You have heard that joke 1 or 3 times before. Oh, that's not fun anymore. Hello, punchline. All I could say, it might or might not happen. Because I wasn't sure at that point in time if I would be able to make it. So I can't exactly identify this guy. Even though I want to. You were able to manifest me into the streaming reality. That's quite some, powers of manifestation you have there. glad it worked. Well, I mean... It's good, right? It's probably good. Wait, you mean this guy only appears twice ever? That's kind of difficult. So it should be over here. I need to find where he is. Okay, so he got taken by the Kraken. All it took was a couple of oohs and ahs, a cauldron, some apples, and a few sacrifices and hope. If only things were so simple. Okay, so this is actually the last we see of him, the helmsman. He kind of disappeared, I'm guessing. Maybe he got eaten by the Kraken or something. Because it doesn't really show him like dying in any way. So either he was drowned or he was eaten. I guess we could go with this for now. And if not, tweak it, like swap it over again later. Yeah, okay. We settled this guy. He got torn apart. The squid's gone. Your meat was torn apart. So the French guy got torn apart. suppose we need to look through the previous story to find out the Frenchman. I don't suppose he's this. He's the one. Because he's the only Frenchman. You probably need how to look closer a little bit. Yes. So this is where he died, kind of. Hold on, the half body is his. There you obviously see him getting torn apart. But the question is, who is he? And how many of them got torn apart? Have we identified this guy? You thought it was a giant rat? You mean on the ship? That would be really unnatural. You know, the way they do these translations are kind of scary. We already identified these two though. Wait, is it really a rat though punchline? Baby, it's like a pig for food. I'm sure they had poultry on the ship for meat. Okay, hold on. I want to go to that cannon thing. Wait, what do you mean a hand for a head? Is it a deer? Could that be horns? I mean, that's more likely, right? Probably more likely. So this guy did get killed by a loose cannon. We have already identified him. We just don't know who set the fire. Was it this guy? Oh, hold on, hold on. I have names for most of them. Just need to go look at it again. So it's either Henry or the other guy. This guy. So one of them, one of two of them. Let's try to identify it. Now where are those names? Is it not him? I don't know. It could be one of them. Or it could be this guy. Assuming we find his name. Hold on, I need to go one step back. And then we can see who was lighting the fuse. Okay, so he was directly in front of the cannon. And these two are minding their own business. So the cannon was lit by this Abraham guy. And this is a confirmed thing. He was crushed by a loose cannon. And assumed that to be the case. Maybe if I just go back, I'll be able to see it. Where did he go, though? Yes. So that last guy is kind of missing. Where exactly are you? You died here, I am assuming. Good morning, Mo. How are you doing today? And what is this special message? Okay, I think he got blasted through the wall. Can't exactly see where he is. Okay, so technically he hit the wall but he didn't go through. Oh, you can just take it as a belated Valentine's Day message then. So he wasn't really crushed by a loose cannon, was he? So he's not exactly here. Where did he disappear to? I do see a tentacle out the window though. Maybe that the Kraken took him. Can't exactly tell for sure. You gotta go sleep, okay, man. Punchline. Have a good sleep, okay, sweet dreams. Take care of yourself. I'll see you on Friday. Thank you, punchline. You're very welcome, Emo. And thank you so much. I hope you, keep facing the challenges and keep walking forward. I'll come back Sim 3. How was food? Okay, so I'm starting to assume he wasn't killed by a loose cannon. But rather, the Kraken must have gotten to him. Yeah, we do see a free technical there. So you had pasta sauce but no pasta? Oh, you could have just eaten the sauce, you know. No worries, Mo. totally okay. I wasn't really caught off guard though. Hey, Chemo. Thank you, Mo. You're not raw dogging pasta sauce. Well, I mean, if you heat it up a bit, it wouldn't be raw anymore. Bad guy seemed like he was shot. Maybe this one? That's what I thought as well, but I cannot find him. So you see in this picture he's right here. But in the immediate picture after this, he's nowhere to be found. Yeah, I mean that's what I assumed as well. I assumed that he would have gotten hit by the blast. Because he's directly behind the guy who got hit by the cannon. But you see in the next one, he's not there. Here, I'll show you. Happening back and forth with this for quite a while. You see its own league, this guy. And there's no one behind him. Where there should be. He was blown out of the ship. But okay, what would I call it that? What will I call it then? Cannon blast. Now I just need his name. He just looks like a regular guy. You see him outside where? Yeah, it is the technical. A tentacle. Okay, so this top guy is a confirmed thing. I just need 2 more. Okay, so this should be kind of easy. I think there's only like a level 1 difficulty on him. And he appears 2 times. The one we think maybe got shot by a cannon. Hold on. This guy. Do we have a name for him? Okay, back to the list. I'm gonna try to identify this guy. Because he has a level 1 difficulty. Okay. So his name is John. Now why didn't I fill this up earlier? There we go. We only have 1 John left. He met an unknown fate. Wait, he perished. Did he though? I need to go take a look. I mean, they didn't say everything was fine. Big did say everything was fine. so I was kind of assuming that he survived. But then again, you know there are bones here, so I suppose he died.
What madness is this? 20 years my steward and never a doubt on your sanity. Explain yourself. Those ungodly beasts carry a curse. Throw him back or doom us all. Tie him up and put him in the lazarette with those
Okay, I think we can solve this.
things. Keep yet by
He got killed by the captain's steward. There we go. Okay, 3 more. But you know that said. I think I can probably identify, what's going on with the... What's going on with the captain's steward?
All's fine, John. Been in worse spots, I think. Where's the rest of the leg?
So he was brought to the lazarette, whatever that is. And it's like this place which is locked. So I can't exactly tell what may have happened. Hold on, what does LE? What is a lazarette for? Let me just search it up quickly. So it's useful stores. Okay then. They never release ask what happens to this guy though. He kind of just disappears. Yeah. So I'm guessing we don't need to identify him. No idea why. So we're kind of left with all the level 2 and level 3 ones. How? What's the idea? So a lot of this is probably going to need to be inferred. First off, I need to find who the Frenchman is. On the pictures, he's with the Chinese people. Wait, which ones? The one we think got blasted by a loose cannon. Meet this guy. Well, it might be possible. However, I do have a different theory. I just need to find the people. Hold on. So I went and did a little bit of research on my own. Work column, hope you have a good day at work. Okay, float. No one's tummy is rumbling. I think the subtitles must have messed it up again. Okay, so I'm back to my theory. I am guessing. That whole escapee crew. During this part where they were attacked by the mermaids and stuff. All these people who got speared. I have a suspicion that they might be Chinese. Like this guy? And this guy? Because the captives that they were on they were talking about on the ship. They were speaking in a Bitanin in a Chinese dialect. So I do believe, or I do think that I'm part of the crew this guy kind of went to so that they could communicate. Although I'm kind of speculating here. No idea, to be honest. Although they are probably one of the stewards. Second meet steward. I have no idea, to be honest. So this is either the second mate. The second mate steward or the ship steward? I'm just going to guess here. You missed a few of the streams, so you lack much info. That's okay. That guy, where did he die at? Who? Which guy? Yeah. He got shot by someone who I have no idea who he is yet. This one when he was stabbed. He He died on the water on the boat when they were attacked by the mermaids. So let's take this as a given for now. By a process of deduction. Your sup is gone, Mango. That's okay. I actually don't have a lot of people left. Just a few more. Yeah, but how are you doing today, Mango? Oh, just a moment. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Hello, Typhoon. How are you doing today? You got paid 4 hours overtime for 15 minutes of work? Wow, that's really good. You're doing jazzy. That sounds good. Thank you, Typhoon. You're still an art block pain. It's okay, Mango. Creativity takes time to manifest itself. What do you mean, sausage? I'm not a sausage. Thank you, Sim 3. He used my final bit of motivation to draw another fan art. Well, I mean, you did achieve something, didn't you? Okay, so this guy's a little bit of an outlier. Don't know where he is. Don't know where he was from. And he only shows up like twice ever. It's Chinese New Year, so you needed to redeem the outfit. Well then, Happy Chinese New Year to you too, Evie, all of you. Hold on, let's take a look at it. That's really nice, Mango. And it has its starry background as well. Yeah. That's your signature background. I see. I see. Okay, let's go one down. Which guy had a tattoo?
Saya tutup.
You barely do any other background then. Okay, oh, what the heck? And so many of them here. The bald dude with the mug in the scene had his death. Hold on, hold on. I can totally do this. Hold on. So, we. I'll guess you found out, Nova. Hope you're doing okay. Okay, as I was saying, I think I can work it out. Glad you're doing okay. So I have all the faces and I have the hammock numbers. So I can kind of work out who is who. Okay, can someone like write the numbers down for me? So we have 53 and 51. "54 and X, but X is for Abraham. We have 58 and 56 and 55. And 57. So basically around the 50s. And also the 3 Russians. $454,647. 45, 46 and 47. Five, 9, 3, 8, 3, 9, 4, 0 and 41. And we have our tattoo, 37. And 42. And 36. How many? How many is that already? Okay, so we can cross the names off. "53 and 51 and 54 are out. X is out. "58 and 56 are out. "4, 5, 4, 6, 4, 7 are out. "69 Hey, there's number 69. There's number 69. Sure, cultist. 42 is out. Okay, so what are the numbers that are left? Was there a 38? Hold on, let me write it down. So what kind of short of 55 and 57? Give me a moment while I type it down. $394,041. $36 and $37. Okay. So we kind of have like 1237 names. I can immediately get rid of all of the guys from China. Because that's not the ones we're looking for. So that will be 3,940 and 41. So that just leaves us with 575,536 and 37. Five 73637. Now we just go back to the picture and see who's left. I should have 4 people. Wow, okay, there are way more than 4 people who are unknown. That's not right. So 59 is George who is here. "36 is Omit. Who is here?" Although you know, I have a suspicion that that guy with the thing on his head. Where is he? Ah, here he is. This is going to be him. Hello, testing. There we go. As I was saying, because of all the people who are left, none of them are from countries that would wear that headdress. At least I'm assuming. Look at the dude's death scene. Which dude? The one with the mug that we were looking at earlier. Okay. Part 3. So you only appears twice. Here we go.
On your toes.
Go back!
You're here.
Pepe!
Slack the lifts and lower them. Boats, the whole crew will be on us.
Give it up!
Doesn't really say anything. Oh yeah, you're right. The arm. Okay, we can identify him then. Totally him. So this is a confirmed name. I never said you were crazy, faint soul. So now we gotta identify the rest. This is one of the guys from China. So I just need to figure out who the third name is going to be. Guess he's one of the Chinese guys as well. You're not. You're not bad at art, faint soul. I suppose we could try our luck with the China guys. Just pick a random name here and there. Although there are 4 of them, I need to narrow it down a little. Don't suppose that's gonna work? can't really tell. He doesn't look like he's hanging around with them. Maybe his hammock is near theirs. Not sure what you mean. Okay, I'm gonna go grab some water. I'll be right back, okay? I'm back. Sorry about that. Yeah, I have a quiet hydration. Shall we continue now? Yes, typhoon. I'm not an executor. So you do have a pretty clear picture of this guy. Instead of continuing, have we considered more hydration? But what will I do with all the hydration? Okay, well, I think all we need is like one more. To confirm our suspicions. Have a pool party. Well, you know, that's probably one of the kinds of hydration that I probably don't want to consume. You know. People do all sorts of funny stuff in a pool. You don't want to go drinking that kind of water. Hello, Iris. How are you doing today? Yes, exactly like Typhoon said. It's either solid or liquid form. Preferably you know solid so that you know that when you taste the water, you can't really see it. But you know if it's liquid and everything turns brown. That's when you need to evacuate the pool. I'm doing pretty okay, Iris. Glad you're happy and lazy. The conversation has turned to poo. Indeed it has. Okay, so I'm actually pretty sure I can find out who the bosun's mate is. Yeah, you were kind of the source of the pool. So apart from this guy, someone else was torn apart. Yeah, it's kind of like a detective game. Where in this particular instance I need to identify all the crew members on the ship. I need extra big brains to sort it out. Yeah, that's true. Or perhaps multiple brains. That's where everyone else comes in. Congratulations on 35 streams, Iris. Oh, I have two names here. "43" and "44" there in this picture. 57 as well. So 43, 44, and 57. So 43. So I should have 3 names here. For names, in fact. You lost your streak. That's okay, Typhoon. You're here is what matters. Yeah, I am absolutely sure I can identify a couple of them right now. What was the challenge? Wait, did I? Did I pose a challenge? How that has an idea? I'm looking for a face here. Kind of guessing. When we first got the streak on the channel, is it something about a reward for the first 200? Well, I don't exactly remember what the reward was though. Back in October. So yeah, we can't remember. There's a lot of uncertainty in my guesses. Hold on this unknown soul. Met an unknown fate. That can't be right. Oh wait, he met an unknown fate. So what would you like as a reward for 200 streaks then? You're already getting a new outfit. I mean, you still get a new outfit even without the streaks. Lifetime supply of underwear. but you know you would argue that if you streak that much, you clearly don't need it. Okay, so that guy is here somewhere. He is here in this picture somewhere. What's a red line? There he is. Guess he got caught by the Kraken then. So do you suppose it's drowned or eaten? Logo, we've drowned for now. We will go with drowned for now. Hello, Kitty. How are you doing today? $38. I'm glad you're doing good, Kitty. Okay, so there are quite a few of them I need to like. Think about. If I had watched streaks earlier, it would have been in the hundreds. That is entirely possible. The Doom Part 6. Let's go look for this. You can make up for the lost streaks, right? You would probably have around 90 if you kept your streaks in line. Well, we found him. I guess he drowned. I mean, this is the last. Totally wasn't expecting that. But we got it. I think you gotta watch for 10 minutes or something. I don't know. Okay, so who exactly is left from here? Clip stories and if the streamer went live within that 24-hour window works. So it's kind of buggy then? Possibly. So I have a few left there, all the difficult ones. But how do we? How do we, work our way down the numbers? How do we narrow down the list on who this could be? There's also the... Yeah, I know he does look Chinese, but you know which one? And there's also this one who got electrocuted by a lightning strike. You know, I could just, swap around the names since there are only 3 of them. How difficult can that be, you know? I wish flipping didn't take so long. I may have that one steward wrong. This one. But you know, it doesn't really matter since I don't know who the attacker is either. That one. Or we could just swap the stewards around, you know? Reality can be whatever you want. I reject your reality and substitute my own. Okay, wait. I need to do this systematically. If this doesn't work, we'll stop the last two. So this doesn't work either. Look at me brute frosting this entire thing. I have the death wrong. Do you think so? Okay, let's take a look then.
구하테디와 굿단지네.
So this guy has already been speared. Kinda looks pretty obvious that it's a spear. So I'm pretty sure this is a spear. Let's go check the other two then. Well, he got electrocuted. How? How? It's kind of obvious, right? So he got struck by lightning unless there was a monster lightning. So could it be the third then? Yeah, so this one was decapitation. Here we are. If you look carefully, his head is separated from his body. So I'm pretty sure. Let's take a look at it anyway. Yeah, they did get their heads chopped off, you know. I'm kind of guessing it's only a matter of getting the names in the right order now. Cloth. But I could try Claude. Those are the claws, to be honest. But yeah. We can always try it and see if it works. No, okay. Just fiddle with the order a little bit. Don't I need to fill out the rest of the people for it to work in this scene? What do you mean? I just need the name, the identity, and how they died. I'm filling up people. Well, that wasn't expected. I was about to say. I'm not filling out people, they're filling me up. The achievement said it true. What did? What did the achievement say? Whatever I'm into, that's good for me. Milk is good to me. I'm into milk. Okay, let's go with this combination for now. Maybe we will find something eventually. I should probably, start looking out for the Frenchman, because I feel like that's easy to deduce. No, it kind of clears them out by 3 accurate names throughout the entire book. So I suppose you can game the system a little by kind of like brute forcing one when you already have 2 confirmed names. If decapitated was clubbed, it would be that for the guy above him. Yeah, it would. But we don't know his identity for the guy above, so we can't actually do anything with it for now. So he's here as well, in the bitter cold. Perhaps he's the carpenter. Yeah, we could take a look at the bitter cold one. Could he be the bosun's mate? Soldiers of the Sea, Part 8. Wait, he's still around the dune? Okay, I need to go check this out. We may be able to identify him. Never thought I'd come all the way back there to such an early scene. All these hidden details that are not brought up. I see Sim 3 has no faith in me. There has to be something later than this. You want to keep your liver intact. Wow. Okay then. I'm a terrible detective. I get the point. So he's here. And this is the last we see of him. So my guess? Is that if this guy? It's not the bosun's mate. Then it might be him. And the getting torn apart by the Kraken is kind of like happening off screen. because this guy is the only one we see who gets torn apart visually. And I put him as the both songs made for the longest time, and it never happened. So that leads me to believe that he's not the one. Unless I am actively trying to get you drunk. Now, why would I do that? It's like I had some ulterior motives to get for you to be drunk. This is a wild guess. I don't know if this is gonna fly. Totally forgot to put that down. Yeah, I meant to do that. So we still need to figure out who this is. Anyone here know the pattern of those tattoos? Looks kind of unique. Now, how did we do that? Yeah. Okay. So we know it was decapitation then? So I need to go change that one up. Think we're gonna be guessing names a lot from now on? What does the person do? can't be tracking it when he's fighting because you can't identify their activities. That's an accountant, so we need to identify him by looking at, accountant things. I have a feeling. But you know, Olive, if you guys want to get drunk, I could be dumb for a little bit longer. Just say the word, okay?
Let her hear. One swing. Get through the skull in stone or brain. I'll cut her throat when you've done it.
Here?
Yeah. Come on before she kicks up.
You drink to that.
You all right there, sir?
Gosh, never been on a farm, John?
Mind your shoes now.
You would, wouldn't you? Now where is he? Is he hiding somewhere? Totally don't see him. Yeah, you're supposed to be here, but he's not. What's going on? Behind the wall. Good Lord, why is he hiding in here? I have no idea what he's doing. He's just making the bed, I guess. He is in the surgeon's room, but he's not the surgeon. Could he be the surgeon's maid? It's possible, I guess.
Well, same as the other fellow. Some lung disease. Lung consumption. It was with a cold. Spread? If so, we don't have it. They must have...
Well, he's here.
I checked all that.
I don't see any other reason why he would be in the same room. It's possible that he's the surgeon's mate. That means I must have misidentified someone. This guy isn't the surgeon's mate. Maybe he's the purser. He looks kind of like S wearing a suit and stuff. No confirmation yet. That was totally a guess. What the heck? Well done. So who exactly am I left with? And we've gotten most of them. So 3 unidentified people. We haven't identified the carpenter or his mate yet. But yeah. But yeah, that's about it. I think no one's left. Just those 5 people, I think. So I think this is probably a good place to stop for today. He had a list of names is really short. We can just visit one of those scenes with a lot of people and just eliminate them by the number of people we already have. kinda curious to see what happened to this guy. I haven't really been paying track of him. But yeah, I think I'll stop here for today. I hope to finish it on Friday. Then we can move on to, the next game. Yes, yes. Is a short list, not a list of short. I'm on the second one. No comment. Okay, just a moment. Thank you, Typhoon. Okay, so we're gonna end here for today. Thank you everyone for being here. Next stream will be on Friday.
You are our preferred shortcake. Have a great day, Elle, and catch you on the Discord.
I think there shouldn't be a problem, so Upstream should provide as usual. Thank you, Typhoon. Thank you everyone. I hope you enjoyed the stream today. Yeah. It's gotten a lot less deductive and a little bit more trial and error today. But we're slowly doing it. And also thank you for the help at times as well. It's the way of these games. I know, right? Yeah, I do like these games like now and then. They really, work my brain in a different way. But yeah, we're gonna end here for today. Thank you everyone for being here. I hope you all have a great week. Next stream will be on Friday. So I'll see you then, and maybe we will be able to complete the game by then. But yeah, so, take care of you one. Okay, I'm going now. Bye. Bye.